He's on a rip, but he's a better rider than the boys who get grown up in.
Hi, my name's Byron J. Today I'm going to review our Subaru XV. It's a 2012 model. We've owned it for 6 months. This particular vehicle's done about 37,000 kilometres. So I'll be able to tell you about any rattles or anything that's developing on the used car. The Subaru XV comes in 3 different models: 2 litre, the 2 litre S and the 2 litre L. Right, the main difference between, as I said, the 2 litre doesn't have sunroof. The 2 litre Luxury has leather seats, whereas the S, which is this one, has the velour cloth. Under the bonnet, we've got the 2 litre Subaru Boxer engine. The latest models of the Subaru engines don't come with a cam belt. They're chain driven, which is better for servicing. This particular model produces 110 kilowatts, just under 200 newton meters of torque. The 0 to 100 time is quoted at 10.7 seconds. Plastic intake manifold, nice big air intake, easy to get to oil filter, excuse the non-genuine part. Okay, so as I said, this car's done about 37,000 kilometres. Still on the original set of tyres, which is a good sign. The tyres look like they could well do 10,000, 20,000 kilometres more. In some of the reviews of this car, they just say that it's slightly underpowered and potentially against some of the opposition it is underpowered. But in real world, we'll just do a little takeoff. Real world, we've got to wait for cars to pass. Feels nippy. It's not a WRX, but that's 70 kilometers an hour. This must be a 70k zone. The XV has a 6-speed CVT automatic gearbox. You can put it into manual mode and start to change the gears manually via the flappy paddle gearbox. Currently, it'll tell you what gear you're in. Currently in 3rd, going to 2nd, may go to 1st at this speed. Yep, 1st, and then you can change gears manually, which can be fun. Now the other thing to note about this car is the auto stop. It's really quite good. It can take a little while to get used to, but it does save a bit of fuel, and if you go through the display, it will tell you how many seconds you've been stopped for and how many millilitres of fuel you saved. Oh, we just saved another millilitre. You can turn the automatic stop off. There's a button over here, and then you won't be automatically stopped anymore the second it's stopped. So then you're wasting fuel at the lights. The last thing I wanted to talk about or show you about this car is the 4-wheel drive ability. The big limiting factor, of course, is the ground clearance. But it is quite exciting when it engages the full 4-wheel drive traction control stuff. Exciting displays light up, so we'll just see if we can make that happen.
Three-wheeling? The speakers, I would say, are quite reasonable. If you're a speaker nut, you're probably not going to think they're fantastic.
The car has a GPS. Towing. This is probably the smallest SUV that does tow close to 1.5 tonne. I tow a boat that weighs 600 to 700 kilos. It tows it quite comfortably. My wife drives the car, basically heavy city driving, short trips every day, and we generally get 10 litres per 100 or better. So some plus points about the car. It drives well, it's quiet, smooth. I like the engine. Boxer motor, good torque down low. I love the transmission, I love the flappy paddle, I love the CVT with the 6-speed ratios programmed in. I do like the sunroof. I like the stereo. I like the size of the car. Not so good points. It does have squeaky seats. When the car is cold, can have a shudder in the gearbox. This seems to go away as soon as it hits operating temperature, but there's a minor shudder in the gearbox. I'm not sure if that's a common problem with these cars. It's not much of a problem. The other thing that you could say is a negative is its size. So this is the size of the rear of the Subaru XV. Part of the reason we got a wagon is to be able to put the dog in the back. Probably wouldn't want a dog much bigger than this.
The toll, he's on a roll, 'cause he's a child of nature. Take away the water, you freeze his soul, yeah. And when he's on the big slide,